What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning on the top of the map in the blue color playing as Odin. His name is Shelty. His opponent today in the red color playing as Kronos. His name is Swissboy. The map is Ghostlake. And this is a best of 3 for the Champions League. Some of the strongest players in the world participating in this Voobly League system thingamajiggy. Some good times to be had indeedy. I think, I could be wrong, someone can correct me in the chat. I think this is one of the Flex Week games. So what the Flex Week basically means is let me try and explain it. We wanted the tournament to finish before Christmas, so I had to work out a way to cut down the amount of weeks. Initially, we had 7 weeks plus 3 weeks before the end, so that's going to go straight into Christmas. So we tried to cut it a week or two before by adding in a flex week, and we managed to, well, we're trying to, it's working so far, but we tried to make the people who had the most similar time zones, for the most part, the most similar time zones, to have a flex week, which means they can play at any point throughout the entire tournament. So while there are 28 games a week, 28 series a week, there's also a potential extra series per player. No, yes, no. An extra series per 2 players every well, for the entire week. So 28 times 6 plus 28. Is that right? Maybe. No. I don't know what I'm saying. Ignore my math. It's not good. Guys, we know my math is not good. Chat's flaming me. Chat's flaming me. It's fine. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. We've got some relics here. Big Valiant statue, 40% villager HP. And we've also got the Pelt of Argus here. Oh my god! All right, nice caribou. That's so many caribou. Wait, did he cast? He surely Shelty cast Great Hunt on this. Yes, he did. Okay. So one thing to note about Great Hunt, right, is you can get 750 food worth of food out of it. So if you were to use Great Hunt on 2 Aurochs, they equal 800 food, so you only get 1 extra Auroch. But if you use them on the Caribou, you can get the full 750 food out of them. So a lot of people think that it's better to save your Great Hunt for, say, a Rhino, but really it's better to save your Great Hunt for 5 Caribou if you can. And you do see that he gets up to the 11 there, so 6 up to 11. Absolute bonkers value there from that. And I think that's what happened. I think. Freya is coming through for Shelty, and we are going to be seeing Prometheus coming through for Swissboy. That's a really fast classical age for Shelty, and I think this is going to be a little bit of a clinic here on the. Oh, he's sharing the Ox Tower as well. A little bit of clinic here on the fast Ulfsark kind of build here for Odin. He's actually moving forward, harassing the citizen already, as this Skraeling here is going to move straight up to the 8 or 9 hack damage a second. Villager is turning away, and one thing you can do with this Skraeling is you can just sit him there idle for a little bit, and you'll get that HP back. It's not going to, Shelty's not going to be doing that, but I think, it doesn't say exactly what the recovery rate is, but it's not fast, but it's not slow either. And he is running around, going to be probably using an instant forest fire somewhere with the Skraeling to spot the Auroch in the back of the base as well. That's going to be left there. And Ravens spot the mana here. Valkyrie moving forward straight away over onto this citizen. Already with 3 manas up for Swissboy. That's quite a lot. going to be very short on wood. And we're also seeing a counter barracks as well. So we're going to be going for those Terma against what is inevitably going to be pure Ulfsark here from Shelty. So this is exactly what Shelty wants to see. No real innovation into the pure Murmillo here. He's making Catapeltes. Catapeltes are no good. They are no bueno in this matchup because, okay, I tell a lie, they're amazing against cavalry. So if your opponent makes raiding cavalry, they're great. But if your opponent's making Ulfsark, the Catapeltes, they only deal 5 hack damage to the Ulfsark, which is next to nothing compared to a Murmillo here. We do see that Terma are coming out now. Potentially it's just the Catapelte is just to pick off the Valkyrie, get a super fast 3 infantry Valor to deal with the Valkyrie. Could have been the option there, but he's already got the Terma out, so I don't know. And he does actually get the Valor on all the infantry units there, even with the Terma, so that'll be useful to try and pick off the Valkyrie there. But nice micro from Swissboy to just keep this this citizen gathering food. No problems there. So Swissboy in a good position. The Ulfsark's coming out. Already getting Lone Wanderer out. 7 Ulfsark out. If anyone's playing at home, it's when he clicked that one up. So if you want to be Shelty, Lone Wanderer on roughly 8, 9, 7 Ulfsark, and that's good. He's going to be happy. The units are moving in here and going to be retreating instantly as he sees how many Ulfsarks Shelty's got. And generally speaking, you don't want to move out of your base without the Ulfsarks with Lone Wanderer, because sitting lower than 5 speed, these Termas start hitting them before they attack. You can get hit and run a little bit, it'll be a little bit awkward. And when you do get Lone Wanderer, they start hitting the Terma before anything else happens, and it's really, really good. But that's all there is to it. Shelty running around with the Valkyrie. We'll be able to move into this location now and hit these villages. May cast Forest Fire if you. It's a bit of a meh usage of it, but the Ulfsark's hitting this location and Swissboy not paying attention over here. Forest Fire being used on this location here to push the Terma away while these Ulfsark can chase him down. Meanwhile, this citizen is awfully close to getting picked off. Swissboy doesn't notice it still as he's running his army away, and the citizen is sitting there at 39 HP. And the Valkyrie, the Valkyrie didn't quite block that one there, and the citizen will get away with 18 HP into that location there. We do see a nice shockwave hitting every single one of those Ulfsark. And the Carabalist are going to pick off at least one Ulfsark, almost 2. So that was an almost good usage of that Carabalist plus a Shockwave. It's beginning to be not worth. They do cost like 215 resources compared to the 80 resources of an Ulfsark. So you do have to get quite a bit of value out of them to make it worth building them. And more Ulfsark getting spammed out here for Shelty. As he's coming around, he's going to snipe these oracles over here, shutting down any sort of line of sight that Swissboy's got. These villagers are still gathering from food over here. He had so much there. He still has Orok here. So this is essentially a high hunt map right here for Shelty, which is absolutely insane to think about, considering it's just a Ghostlake. But probably the best spawn Shelty could be hoping for here as well, given 1 Goldmine Ghostlake max hunt spawn. But Swissboy's defending quite nicely here as well. I'm not sure what Uranus players have done to innovate against Odin in this matchup. Well, this is a brutal surround coming in here. But I think that they were just trying to get Heroic Age off of 1 town center and go for Hyperion timings onto 2nd gold mines or something like that. But it's looking like Swissboy is just getting a little bit outclassed here, a little bit outmaneuvered. These Murmillo moving way too slow when joined with the Prometheans here. Even joined with the Carabalist, slows down to 3.8 speed. So the army just shreds through this and chases and deals so much damage. Carabalist still almost getting picked off there. He does get sniped, and Swissboy should probably not be fighting this. Still needs to retreat back into the town center fire range, and Shelty's just happy to keep going here. Valor does come down, which does switch this fight a little bit into the favor of Shelty, but his micro is so good picking off that Caraballister instantly. Promethean doing so much damage because there's no Herso on top of him, but with enough of them here, it's going to be totally fine. The throwing axeman in the back just cleaning house on those infantry there from Swissboy, and Swissboy is now sitting at 72 population to Shelty's 95 population, and he's just happy to just sit underneath this town center fire, just pushing through this Uranos army, picking everything off, flooding units, and you just see the blue lines here just flooding in, and everything here is getting picked off for Swissboy. Fighting this without medium infantry is absolute horror there. Trying to steal goats as well as he's retreating. Could turn around and pick off this tower as well, but looks like the goats are going to turn back into Swissboy goats here. So nice try there, Shelty. Nice try. Maybe a little bit of an overcommitment into staying in the base of Swissboy there, but it's so much damage, and that's going to help out so much now that the gold mine will be expiring very shortly. Not going to be able to get to the heroic age at all now for Swissboy, because he's going to have to spam those units back out to 115 supply to be able to defend his own second gold mine, which means Shelty can just continue being aggressive. I'd love to see this Raven move over and get line of sight of this gold mine, and the other Raven he's got, which I've got no idea where he is. It may take like 2.5 minutes to respawn or something. What is it? 4 minutes to respawn. 2.5 would be OP, wouldn't it? 4 minutes to respawn, so when that one comes back, send it back over to the other gold mine and have map hacks in this game. But a citizen is moving over onto this gold mine here, whereas Shelty is moving forward. He's caught the army out a little bit. We'll be able to pick off this watchtower here. The gold mine has been spotted to be expired as well, and now Shelty's moving onto this top location here where the villager is in this manor here, moving over onto the gold mine, and now the Elves are going to get out of here, but they will be seeing that the citizen probably going to move over onto this top gold mine and going to force Shelty into another fight here, it looks like. Or Swissboy is going to have to force himself into a fight, really. He's sitting at 95 of 95 population. He's got 177 gold in the bank, which is probably enough to get up to 115 population. And he does have he could potentially sneak a villager up to this gold mine here, because I think Shelty, well, he doesn't actually see it. Tell a lie. Shelty doesn't see it either, though. But not going to be attempting to do so. Ulfsar going to swing around the back of this army here, throwing axemen, targeting down those those infantry here, going straight after those heroes there. Nice shockwave from Swissboy onto the Terma. The Terma microing forward onto these axemen here, but they've just already dealt all the damage that they need to be doing, picking off all those Murmilla with some really nice focus fire. Villagers coming in to join the fight as well, but Swissboy is going to be getting overwhelmed right now by the sheer flood of Shelty's infantry units here, and given that Swissboy's got no more gold in the bank, so he's not going to be able to reproduce these units at all. These citizens are going to be falling, and Swissboy is going to be tapping out of this game. GG, well played by Shelty. Like I said at the start, an absolute clinic here on how to play this matchup. Swissboy getting caught out of his base without medium upgrades was key. We have been seeing some of the really top Uranus players getting an early armory and getting an early copper mail to tilt the favor of these fights. Pretty heavy, or not heavy, but pretty in favor of the Uranus army. That wasn't done here by Swissboy. And also the other innovation was just a one town center semi-fast heroic age timing push with Satyr behind it. Not an option here for Swissboy because he got picked off way too early by being out of position there. So unfortunately, Swissboy just not able to hold on here, and Shelty takes game number 1. We'll be moving on to game number 2 very shortly. Thank you all for hanging out with me, and we'll get it started soon.